Shalom, shalom, akiyam. First and foremost, I would like to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakah, Kwadash. I would also like to give a double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone, where I learned this 144% truth. I would also like to say peace and salutations to the hopeful elect, starting with the 144,000 men of Israel, which consists of the servants, the prophets, whom have been ordained since the foundations of this earth to sing this new song, which comes in the form of this gospel, which would be preached throughout all four corners of this earth and rest upon the ears of the innumerable multitude, men, women, and children of Israel, who may be scattered throughout all four corners of this earth. It's just Bayan back again, through the spirit and power of Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai. And I just wanted to get into a brief lesson and share this article with you, Akiyam and Akwaf. Talking to, this quote-unquote illegal immigrant removal that's been taking place, by Esau, Edom, the so-called white man in the form of the regime of Donald Trump. And as you can see, the face of these illegal immigrants are you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, man. All right, because here it is, when under the Biden administration, when they had these borders wide open, all right, there was all types of different nations coming in here, from those Chinese nationals, to Elam. You had Ham coming in here, man. Where their videos, of being invaded, by the ICE police, man. Now remember, there was at one point there was a big thing with the Chinese nationals, man. There was a bunch of them flocking in here, man. Where are the videos of Moab, all right, which is the Chinese man, being invaded by the ICE police, man? Where are these videos at? There's got to be one. But we don't see any of them. Why? Because the face, the face of this whole situation is you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, man. You're the talking point. Because ultimately we're in a time now where we're entering into Jacob's trouble, man. We're already in Jacob's trouble. It's just going to continue to get worse and worse and worse, man. And we've been warning you, Jace, for the longest time. You so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans to get right with your power. But you failed to realize the danger that you were in. All right, it's not going to get better. And through the mercy of the Lord, the doors are still open to repent and get right. And Lord willing, have that mercy you're going to so desperately desire in the days to come. So through the spirit and power of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, before we tap into this article real briefly, let's jump here real quick. Let's go to the book of Psalms 37 real quick. And I'm going to jump to bear with me. There it goes. The book of Psalms chapter 37 and verse 12, and it reads, "The wicked plotteth against the just, man." And we know the wicked is none other than Esau, Edom, the so-called white man. All right, the just would be us Israelites, man. Starting with the elect, but ultimately, we know that Israel has been a target for Esau. That's why Esau is coined as the destroyer of our heritage, man. You see, because he's always singled out the tribes. You see? He's always singled out the tribes, man. Being that what? He understands who we are. He knows that we are the sons and daughters of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. This is something that he knows. He understands this. You see, this is why he's always been plotting against us. This is why he's always slandered us. Psalms 50 tells us what? He slanders his own mother's son, man. All right, talking to, Esau, always coming up against his brother Jacob, even unto this very day. As we know, there was nations in Rebekah's womb, Jacob and Esau. And now you see today, the progenitor of Esau, his offspring, being the so-called white man. Okay, and Jacob, you see the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, man, are the offsprings of Jacob. You see? And that's why you see this constant war between us and them. Because it's a spiritual thing, man. This has been happening since the beginning, since the days of old. And we're coming into a time now. We're coming into the time of the final battle. All right, between Jacob and Esau, which is ultimately, all right, going to bring on salvation in the kingdom of heaven. This is the final battle, man, and Yahweh Shai is gonna show up. Okay, Yahweh Shai is gonna be fighting on behalf of Jacob. You see, we don't have to take any actions into our hands. Okay, Yahweh Bashim Shai is gonna do the work. Yahweh Shai is gonna fight. This is why he told us to wait for him. You see? Now granted, he is gonna give, his men spiritual powers, divine intervention is gonna take place, and the Lord's gonna do what he do. But when it comes down to the get down, it's gonna be Yahweh Shai, pursuant to Isaiah 47. Alright, it's gonna meet this man head on, man. And he ain't gonna meet him like a man either, as it tells us in that chapter. Right? So let's get this again. Psalms 37:12. The wicked plotteth against the just. And when you plot something, right? Look at the sequence of events in the story and the secret plan. But I want to, let me see something real quick. Bear with me. I want to see if I can just get the simple definition here. Nothing. Yeah. Hold on. This is what I want. I want this right here. Here we go. All right. Plot. Okay. A plan made in secret by a group of people to do something illegal or harmful, man. Okay, and this is what Esau's been doing for ages, man. This is why when you go to the book of Psalms 83, it goes into that secret council. Okay, that in confederate against us and our power. Lord willing, we're going to go there. You see, but this is what he's been doing. This is what this whole illegal immigrant, criminal immigrant, this situation is all about. They got a new name for it too. Matter of fact, let me read this and we're going to go there. Psalms 37:12. The wicked plotteth against the just. Right, so they have secret plans against us. What do you think about, what do you think all these summit meetings are about, in Davos, these G7 meetings? What do you think those meetings are about, man? They're talking about the Israelites. They're talking about how they can stop us, the hidden ones. And again, Psalms 83 backs that up, right? And gnashes upon him with his teeth. All right, and this is what you're seeing right now. You're seeing his teeth, which comes in the form of his, his military. But in this case, it's the, the ICE police, which is pretty much just a tentacle of his teeth, because they enforce his will. You see, you're seeing them come down against who? Israelites. They're labeling like immigrants, but no. Again, where are these other nations being gathered up out of Babylon? These Hamites and Moabites and Elam, and you don't see it. Why? Because they're on the same team. This is from Natural News. And it's dated February 2nd, 2025. And the title reads, White House Press Secretary declares an illegal immigrant, Salakia, declares all illegal immigrants are criminals. Unveils media access changes, right? That's a different talking point, but let's read this briefly. Right? White House Press Secretary Carolyn Leavitt declared that all illegal immigrants are criminals due to their violation of U.S. immigration laws. You see, marking a shift from the previous administration's stance. So this is their stance. All of these quote unquote immigrants are criminals. because they've broken the laws based off these immigration laws. But here it is. That's an oxymoron, because Biden had the gates open and allowed them in. You know? So you see the forked tongue activity going on. You see how this thing was just a setup, a plot, a plan, okay, and efforts to further an agenda. And that's to come down on you tribes. Okay? Let me go down here. I'm going to get this. Right, she emphasized that this perspective represents a big culture shift from the previous administration, which did not categorize all illegal immigrants as criminals. You see? And there's a new name for them. This is a related article here. ICE begins nationwide raids, okay, targeting criminal illegal immigrants. So now they're labeling them criminal illegal immigrants. And guess what? Who's the face? You guessed it, Jake. You so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, man. You're the face of this whole situation. And there was another article I want to get real quick. Bear with me. Here it is. It's on Zero Hedge. All right, dated February 2nd, 2025. The title reads, Illegal migrants protests ramp up in U.S. cities in response to Trump deportations. And again, the face is who? You already know, the tribes, man. Look. And that's Issachar, right? Which would be the so-called Mexicans. Look, the face of this situation. The tribes. Showing you what? That this is all about you, Jake. It's all about you. Let me get a little bit of this real quick. Bear with me. I'm going to get this right. Protest groups of hundreds and in some cases thousands of people are erupted in San Diego, LA, San Francisco, Dallas, Atlanta, Phoenix, and a handful of other cities. The events have remained generally peaceful, though in some cases protesters have blocked traffic and attacked vehicles trying to get through. Mass deportations have received wide support, with 66% of U.S. citizens backing the policy in light of the border crisis created by the Biden administration. Current projections indicate 16 million of 20 million illegals currently reside in the U.S., with up to 10 million entering the country in the past 4 years alone. DHS has admitted that 85% of migrants caught at the border were allowed to enter under amnesty ruling during the Biden administration. Right. Official government statistics have proven to be faulty, reporting only half the actual number of migrants entering the U.S. at any given time. And again, during that time, there was all types of different people coming in here. It wasn't just the tribes. There was those Chinese nationalists coming in here. You had Elam coming in here, man. You had Ham coming in. You had various nations of the heathen coming in. And there's videos out there. So again, I beg to ask, where are these videos of them being caught up by ICE? We don't see one. It's all Jake, whether it be Levi, Benjamin, Issachar. You see, one of the what are we doing? Gad, which are the so-called North American Indians, Native Americans. That's the tribe of Gad. They're getting caught up. Where are the videos with these heathen getting bagged? These illegal heathen, immigrant heathens. We don't see none. Okay? Showing you that they're against us. Matter of fact, let's go ahead. when we go to the Psalms. This is why Jake is the talking point. When you go to Psalms 83, bear with me. Psalms, the 83rd chapter. Psalms 83, we're going to start from the top, verse 1, and it reads, a song or psalm of Asaph. Okay, Psalms 83 and 1. Keep not thy silence, O power. Hold not thy peace, and be not still, O power. Right, hey, we're in a time where we need Yahweh Bashim Yahushua to work, and he's actually working. He's doing a lot more, all right, than we realize. You know, he's moving things around on Esau, man. All right, you know, contrary to popular belief, Esau's having a very hard time, all right, getting his plan together. All right, and the devices of his heart are not going as smooth, all right, as smooth as he's planned. There's a lot going on in the back scene. Yahweh Bashim Yahushua is doing a lot more than we think. You see, he's beginning to visit, you know, the earth which he made, man. Inquisitions being made on Esau. You know, inquisitions being made on him. He's being revealed. And his trajectory is so sloppy, you know. He's being easily found out and figured out. And like this talking point, for instance, the idea that, you know, he's talking, you know, this immigrant talk, but as you can see, they're clearly targeting the tribes. But prior, all right, when the gates were wide open under the Biden administration, there was various different nations coming in. You know, so this is now we can put the puzzle pieces together and see they're targeting Jake, showing you that hey, Jacob's trouble is becoming a reality, man. You know, let's continue on. For lo, thine enemies make a tumult, which a tumult goes into you know, a lot of noise. You know, and this is pretty much them making a tumult right here. You know, this is them making a tumult right here. You see? She's making a tumult. Alright, they got a lot to say about the tribes. You see that? But guess what though? And they that hate thee have lifted up the head, man. Right. Yeah, you see these heathen in the form of Esau thumbing their nose up at Jake. You know, you know, here it is. You know, they stole this land, you know, from Jake, and then, you know, they're looking at it like okay, no, we conquered the land, you know, so now we know we make the rules now, man. You see, which honestly, I mean, at the end of the day, the spirit and power of Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, they were allowed to conquer the land. They were allowed to strip Jake of this land, and it was of the will of the Lord. You know, but you could see, you clearly see the history of how they did it. They brutalized Jake, man. Okay, they brutalized the tribes. And there's gonna be a penalty for that. Because when you go here, let me see something real quick. When you go to, no. When you go to Ezekiel 35. In verse 5, and it reads, because thou hast, let me see something real quick. I'm actually going to start up, bear with me. I'm going to start at verse 1. We'll read down, we'll jump down. The book of Ezekiel chapter 35 and verse 1, and it reads, moreover, the word of the Lord Yahweh came unto me, saying, Son of man, set thy face against Mount Seir, all right, and prophesy against it. And this is talking to Esau, Edom, the so-called white man. Mount Seir, okay, was the landmass they dwelt in. Okay, Esau is Edom, pursuant to Genesis 36. All right, so this will be talking to America real time, being that he set up his throne over here, man. You see, so this is why we are to prophesy against this place, man. Right? And I'm gonna jump down to verse 5, and it reads, because thou hast had a perpetual hatred and hast shed the blood of the children of Israel. How? By the force of the sword, and the time of their calamity, and the time that their iniquity had an end. Therefore, as I live, saith the Lord, power Yahweh, I will prepare thee unto blood, and blood shall pursue thee. See if thou hast not hated blood, even blood shall pursue thee, man. See, so we're coming into a time where Yahweh Bashim Yahushua is going to change the narrative. All right, he's going to change the narrative, man. And you're going to have to pay for everything that you've done. You know? And we can clearly see, again, going back to Psalms 83, that you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, okay, are the highlight of this whole criminal immigration situation. You're the face of it. Why? Well, let's keep reading in Psalms 83. The book of Psalms, chapter 83, and verse 3, and it reads, They have taken crafty counsel against thy people, right? And again, going back to those summit meetings, Davos, G7 meetings, etc., where these nations are meeting up, all right, coming up with plans on how to get rid of you jakes, right? Look, and consulted against thy hidden ones, man. You see, the hidden ones are the talking point, which are who? The Israelites. You see, the hidden ones, that's us. That's talking about the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, because we're now a no people. You see, and we don't have a seat, on the UN. We don't have a standing military. We're just looked at. We're just looked at as, the laborers. The slaves, man. In reality, all right, we're princes and princesses in exile, man. And this is the reality that the world's going to come to in the days to come. They have said, come and let us cut them off from being a nation, that the name of Israel may be no more in remembrance. And this is why you don't see, okay, any of these Chinese nationalists or these Elam, these East Indians, or any of these Hamites that we were seeing coming into the border by the masses, man. Men of military, military age men, as they were saying when they were bringing forth the information, some time ago. And we don't see none of them plastered up on the news getting caught up by the ICE police. Why? Because they're on the same team. A lot of those were UN troops that they set up over here, splinter cells, okay, that are going to be activated, okay, when the time comes, when the grid goes down, okay, when Jacob's trouble comes into its perfection. You see, it all makes sense, man. But look at you tribes, man. Video after video, video after video, video after video, seeing the so-called Negro, Latino, and Native American being bagged and tagged. All right. See? For they have consulted together. See, these heathen have consulted together with one consent. They are confederate against thee. See? And let's check out who's the number one nation that's a confederate against us. The tabernacles of Edom, man. All right, showing you that what? He's our arch enemy. See, the Bible don't lie, man. Evil is our arch enemy, man. This is why he's at the head of this situation. See? See? They're at the head. The Edomites are at the head of coming down on you, Jake. Right, 444 right in front of me. Call I am Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, man. 444. 3 going into understanding. 4 going into mercy, and we're going to need it. Call I am Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. You see that? So yeah, man. Hey, and at the end of the day, when this transitions to the church, because you know this is just a build-up for them to come down upon the church, upon the cream of the crop of Israel, which is the elect. Okay, Lord willing, we're part of that precious number. But we don't got to worry if we're part of that precious number, man, because the Lord's going to deliver us. Matter of fact, let's close out right here. Let me go back to Psalms 37, because at the bottom it's heavy going into this. There it goes. Psalms 37 and 39, it reads, Psalms chapter 37 and verse 39, it reads, but the salvation of the righteous, which is the elect, is of the Lord Yahweh, man. And how Esau and none of these heathen nations can stop Yahweh from delivering his elect. Okay, who's going to take charge over his elect, man? Nobody, man. You see? Yahweh Bashim Yahushai is going to direct the steps of his saints and deliver them. You see, look it. But the salvation of the righteous is of the Lord Yahweh. He is their strength in the time of trouble. And that's the time we're coming into. We're coming into a time of trouble, man. Specifically, Jacob's trouble. You see, but Jacob's going to be delivered out of it. The elect, through the spirit and power of Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. Look at this. And the Lord Yahweh shall help them. See, we got help on high, man. We do not have to worry about Esau. Okay? We do not have to worry about Esau. Lord willing, as long as we're doing what's right in his eyes, and we're part of that precious number via predestination, and we're foreordained, guess what? And the Lord Yahweh shall help them, man. And what else? And deliver them. He shall deliver them from who? From the wicked. Esau, Edom, the so-called white man. And everyone joined unto him. Right? And save them, man. Why? Because they trusted in him. This is why we tell you, Jake, to repent. Because you're going to come to hey, we're coming into a time, listen. You're not going to be able to deliver yourself, man. You're not going to be able to deliver yourself. And the more you procrastinate on turning back to your power, the more time you waste, the less chance you have, man, for that divine protection and guidance. All right, in the time of terror that's fastly approaching. So yeah, man, hey, Lord willing, you Akiyam and Akwath were edified. Repent, Jake. Repent. Hey, it's not going to get any better. It's not going to get any better. It's only going to get worse. And you know, showing your ass, rallying, this is not going to change anything, Jake. You got to turn back to your power and repent. In efforts to be delivered from the snare of the fowler, man, which is Esau. So yeah, man, hey, repent, Jake. The kingdom of heaven is at hand. All praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakah, Kwadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone, where I learned this 144% truth. Shalom.